What's good, everybody? Welcome into System Saturday, and it'll be a little bit different than a normal System Saturday. But what we do here, people like to go out and have a good time on the weekend, myself included. And sometimes, you may not have all the time to cap like you might normally do. So we take a look at the database, see what systems are popping up, and see if they make sense. If there's something that we can get behind, try to help them lead us to the water, and then we pulled the trigger there. So this one's a little different because it's not at the normal time. I was a little late this morning. After yesterday, I had a terrible day. I got reverse swept. So I was drank my sorrows away. I did my work. I made my plays, and I'm gonna share the systems that I thought made the most sense. Usually, I know we do a little bit more talking out, but most people probably don't even know that we're going live still today. They probably thought I passed on System Saturday. What's good in the chat to Dia? See my guy tapping in. Yeah, we got to get right today, Dia. And I got two systems that I played, and we'll talk them out real quick. So, first game is the Sparks game, right? And let's just go ahead and throw this up. I've already, worked through, and I don't got to build it anymore on here. I just got to put it up. So share, if I can get the share screen there. This should be correct. Hopefully it is. I'm pretty sure it is. Let me just double check. Yes. All right. So this one is active on the Sparks today. And you can see it goes back about 10 years, goes back all the way to 2015 season here. And just read the query for you guys. So pretty much, or you know what, I'll just summarize it. Pretty much, we're dating back to 2015. We're looking at big road dogs. When I say that, I'm talking about plus 11 or more. They're seeking revenge. They have more rest before and after their opponent, uh, and their opponent is coming off of a win. So 12-1-1 ATS is what that says. And for me, this makes sense because one, the rest advantage. More rest before and after the game means you're fresher for the game and you can go all out because you got more time to rest afterwards. That's what that means. Revenge. We all know a good revenge spot. And this specific situation, you guys can see on this query, not all of them are on a back to back for the opponents. But this specific one, Liberty had to fight a little. They were fighting. First half was tied. Second half, they took off. But they had to use a lot of energy to get that win, is what I'm saying. And now they're back on a back to back as a double digit favorite here. Um, the unrested teams, opponents, they failed to cover in each one. That would say fade to Liberty once again. So 12-1-1. So what we're looking at here. It might not win the game. You see 3-11 there, but double digits just seems a little bit too much. And for the Sparks, they've been playing good basketball. They've won, or I'm sorry, they won 1, 2, 3. They won 4 in a row. They scored 90 plus in each of them. That offense is just really clicking right now. And go back to what Ravino said. Um, Sparks, or I forget which player it was, but one of the Sparks said, it took us a little time to get our rhythm going, but pretty much they're better than what they showed earlier in the season. And so I think they can be competitive in this game. B-Man in the chat. Hey, yo, D, what's up to my guys out there, man? Everybody ready to get this money? Mark in here as well. Mark got plus 12.5. Well, you got a really good number. I didn't see a 12.5, but shout out to you for getting that good number. And also small play on the over. Scheme Lindsay ready to get it back today. Let's get it. This is the first play up for today. Sparks, I bet plus 11.5. Best number I see right now is plus 10.5. Plus 10.5. So it is dipping, but I still do think they can cover. All right. Dropping dimes in the chat. ZB Miami. All the guys tuning in. And Skrilla reminding everybody to hit the like button. Appreciate you. Definitely helps out the show, man. Appreciate it 1000%. All right, last game. Next game we're going to talk about, and last game. I got two systems that I'll bring up for this one. And I guess I'll start with, let's see, whichever one pops up first. How about that? One is a fade of the Mystics, and one is to back the storm. I will pull this one up since it's the first one that popped up here. Share screen. This should be correct, hopefully. Just double check. Yeah, we're up there. We're good. All right. So looking at this one, what it says, you can see it's active tomorrow too. Again, we might come back here and do System Sunday and just make sure we agree with it in that game as well. But for this game, this query says, it goes back to 2012. You're looking at home dogs with the rest advantage, and they're playing their second game in 9+ days. So not only do they have the rest advantage, they're extremely well rested here, and they're facing an opponent that is playing well, coming off of a win. Seems like all that rest is a little bit too much for these teams. They're 7-20 ATS, 324 straight up, losing by 10.9 points per game. Says to fade the Mystics here and back the Storm. I mean, we've seen a couple teams with extended rest, not look great. So I can understand this query. And if I combine it with, the market doesn't agree. Market opened 5.5, and I'm seeing 3.5s pop up now. But let's pull up another one here really quick. And just look at this too. So this one, it goes back as far as the database, which is 2011. You're looking at road favorites coming off of a road game. They have a higher win percentage than their opponent. And this is a revenge game as well from when they lost as a favorite. They are 7-0 ATS, 6-1 to the over, as long as my bad, just blanked here. As long as they're playing at a rest disadvantage of more than 1 day, is what that last part says there. So average line was -5, win by about 10.9 points per game again. Says to take the Storm and take the over. I like the Storm. Like after they got whooped in that game when Skylar Diggins-Smith was out, I knew they would bring a great energy and effort in their next game versus the shorthanded Chicago Sky. They whooped on them, and I just think they can build on that. Before that game, without Skylar Diggins, they were playing extremely good defense. Like, let me just pull this back up again. Maybe I'll actually put this on the screen. How about that? So you guys can follow along with whatever I'm looking at. Let's put that up there. Yeah, the Storm, this is the one game when they didn't have Skylar, but just look, 57, 58, they held Golden State to. They did lose to Washington. They held them to 74. They just couldn't score. So that's the quick, and a little bit of revenge spot from 2 weeks ago. Held Connecticut to 65. I think that the defense, whenever they're motivated, and I think they are motivated in this spot, they can really hold opponents down. I can understand the total going down in this one. But I just think it's multiple different ways the Storm can win. And this game is really important for the standings. Just, in the thick of the playoff hunt for the Storm. So I like it. Both queries make enough sense to me that I can play them. And also, the Mystics, they play again tomorrow. They play the Mercury tomorrow. So front end of a back-to-back for them. If this game does get out of hand, we can see them save some of that energy for tomorrow. So that's kind of what I'm looking at here. Let's take this off now. Let's take a look at the chat. Nobody really liking this game, I guess, too much. What up, Trevor? ZB Miami says, as long as Diggins is in, he's on the Storm. Diggins does look like she'll be in today. The market disagrees, like I said, down to 3.5 on this one. But let me just see. If they keep going down, the money line could be a play again too, but not there yet. I think Storm can win this game by margin. I really do. So, dropping dimes, asking my thoughts on Sparks first half. I don't have an opinion. I would want to include the full game, really, just because New York is on a back-to-back. But, yeah, I would want to include the full game. Sparks had more rest before the game. They can go all out because they got more rest after the game. I personally prefer the full game. But that's System Saturday. Quick 10 minutes. Shared a little bit of information with you guys. Need a bounce back. We've been really good on the system shows. We've hit 7 of 8 since I started back doing these. Let's see if we can go 2-0 again here today. So, yeah, I like the Sparks and I like the Storm. Um, Planning on, we got a big day tomorrow. 5 games. See if we can do it tomorrow as well. System Sunday. Try to find some good stuff. And I'll talk to y'all then, man. Best of luck. And yeah, peace.